If I had to choose one photographer and just one, that would be Michael Kenna without a doubt. He's been a great influence for me, and I love his work. I'm a fanboy actually. I own several of his books, like this is the latest one, I believe, Holga, Forms of Japan. I have another one here, a 20-year retrospective. We can talk about Michael Kenna and his books and his work more in a different video if you guys want to, but today I wanted to talk about something else, because even though Michael Kenna is my favorite photographer ever, if I had to choose one image and just one, it wouldn't be one of his. Actually, it would be one that Bill Brandt made back in 1947 in the Isle of Skye. I love this image. I saw it for the first time some 3 years ago. It blew my mind, and it's captivated me since then, and it's inspired me a lot. Actually, I like to think that that image inspires my whole photography, because that is what I'm aiming to create every time I grab a camera and get out there, something like he created with that image. So this is the image. I don't remember the title, it's just the name of the place. But this is a book that I picked up a couple of years ago because I saw the image in the cover. It's not a photos, it's by Bill Brandt, I believe. He selected the images. They are not his images in here, it's just that one. It has images from other photographers like Ansel Adams, and they are pretty cool. I think that you can tell a lot of a photographer, not only by their work, but also by the work that they like. So it's kind of cool to have an insight in the work that Bill Brandt liked when he was alive, besides the work that he was creating. But let's talk about the image itself. There is something about it that is hard to explain. The lack of details in these mountains. I'm not sure if this is a long exposure or not, but there are no details of the water here. There are no details of the clouds. They're kind of diffused and blurry. I don't know if that was the day that was like this, overcast, or it was, as I said, a long exposure. But if it wasn't, this is a situation where I could use a long exposure to actually blur the water, to actually blur out the water, and to do the same with the sky. And then those deep blacks in the mountains with no details. The only thing that you can see here, you can kind of guess, it's like a little cabin here, or house, or some kind of a structure on the bottom right. This image has many of the elements that I like to use in my own images, like, as I said, the lack of details in the shadows, that in my opinion it lets the viewer play with their imagination about what it could be, what there could be here in these shadows. Also the low dynamic range. As you can see, the blacks are kind of deep, but the whites are not very bright. Bill Brandt, some of his other landscapes are that way too, something that I like as well. It's all about creating mystery. It's more about asking questions instead of answering questions. When you see a typical landscape photograph, there is nothing that you can that you wonder about that landscape. You see everything that there is in there, and everything is super sharp, and you can see everything from foreground to background. Everything is in focus. That's your typical landscape photo. That's what you usually want to capture when you do that. But Bill Brandt was doing something completely different here, and instead of trying to capture the scene the way it was trying to create something different, something that had some of his vision, but also left room for the imagination of the viewer. And this is something that it's today I can't stop looking at this image, while other landscape images out there, I just get bored of them after looking at them for a few seconds. But this is my favorite image ever. By far, it inspires my photography, as I said, a lot, because I use many of the elements that are present here. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you one source of inspiration, a big one that I have, that it's this image by Bill Brandt. And I would love to know if you have a favorite image, and if you can share it with us in the comments, the name and the photographer. That would be awesome. But for now, this is all. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.